Today, I brought you the Fabulous Fear Machine. As you can see, we have this pulp comic book like style. The game is kind of trying to tell this spooky cautionary tales, and all around this strange machine that kind of spreads fear. Yeah, spreads fear in the world. The cool thing about this game is like we have like a few campaignings. Each of those campaignings like has its own slight spin on the game mechanic, which is cool. And each one of those kind of tells the story of one character, how they came into contact with Fear Machine, how they rose to power, and as you can see, the journey usually ends with something nasty. I will start with the first campaigning, maybe not with the basic campaigning. I'll start with the second one because second one has already fleshed out mechanics and everything is kind of in play.
Sounds good.
And yeah, let's start. The Fabulous Fear Machine. It was about time, Jimmy. You're finally here. We would give you up the idea that you would come. Well, it wasn't easy, but any means first following the clues and then having to do all that digging. All that digging, but the hatch was only a couple feet deep, not to mention all the clues. It's not very often that we make things that easy for Sam. We were about to throw in the towel while you... well, you see, it's that lately I've been, busy with some urgent matters. I'm well aware of your failures as an insurance salesman, Jim, and of your difficulties obtaining certain medication. But that's not excuse for... Oh, look, whoa, a stiff? I would never seen one up close. Whose skeleton is this? It belonged to an old acquaintance. Let's just say that the previous owner of this place failed to manage his time with us effectively. But that's another story. Let's focus on yours for now. You know the terms of the agreement, don't you? The terms? For the love of God, the terms for becoming the master of the machine. Oh, of course. Yes, those terms. Of course I know that. They are, and you want to keep going anyway? Yes. I mean, yes. Yes, of course. Of course I do. For your own sake, I hope you know what you're doing, Jim. Right? Range? Go ahead, take a coin and make your wish. Oh, wait. Was I supposed to have brought a coin? I sense that your story is going to be very, very short, Jim. Look in the skeleton's pocket, take out the coin, and make your wish already. Make a good use of your time and the power I have given you to do your will. Make fear and your ambition you rule the world. The machine and its agents are now at your command. I will guide and advise you. And I will also write your story, which will be entitled Shaking Hands. Let's begin. Once upon a time, there was a life insurance salesman so inept that he spent years trying to do some business in the quietest, most peaceful town in the country. No, i wiecie, że zasadniczo każda z tych postaci ma takie fajne intro. Oh my god, English. So, as you can see, each one of those chapters has this cool intro. In this chapter, we're gonna be kind of trying to spread the fear to basically make the people buy the insurance from this guy. The gates of Eden needs to become the gates of hell. Oh, I don't know. That sounds pretty ugly. Is it really necessary? I mean, in the end, they're my friends and neighbors. Isn't there a way of selling insurance that's less aggressive? I can't believe it. Do you really want to get your wish, Jimmy? The machine and its agents are now ready. Tell me, are you? What? Yes, of course. I am. So basically, the idea of this game is okay. Let's finish up reading. There are several utopias on the map. Okay, let's just skip it. So basically, the idea of this game is that you basically have to kind of spread misinformation around the map. So you have different messages you have to kind of spread. So this one is like, don't trust anyone. Second one, you could die at any moment. And the third time is your family is at risk. So every one of those messages requires certain level of fear and certain level of the heart icon kind of represents the level of overall fear in the district, while like second, like for example, the skull tells that the people have to be afraid of death. Yeah, this is like a fear of the government, so they have to be afraid of the government. Basically, you assign the information you want to kind of spread in each of those districts. Let's say this one, you can see the people in here are not afraid of power and form, which is like health and disease. I will put in this part of the city, I will put that don't trust anyone. Maybe not don't trust anyone because they are not afraid of power. So maybe I will just like put you could die at any moment. Don't trust anyone will go, let's say here. Don't trust anyone will go here. And family is at risk will go to house development. So now when we have our messages kind of spread around the map, our next goal is to decide where will be the source of our fear, where will be the seed that kind of spreads the fear and disinformation. So we'll put it, let's say, in here. Okay? And now we have, let's say, this. We're exploring the town. Dante is kind of checking out the town. He's our agent. He has some thoughts about the neighborhood. And this little city has like 3 districts: Edgegate Station, Bookstore, and the Oasis. We have like few cards that represent certain messages. For example, post-coital surprise, slays to their stomachs, or the lady with the scythe. Oh, this is probably the death. Yeah, the district is afraid of death and terror of violence. So let's say we'll drop the fear of death in here. Okay, we cannot drop the fear of death because we first have to explore, because this slot is taken by the Utopia, which is like the card that is kind of, it's a similar card as ours, but it's a positive one, and ours are negative. So I will just explore this place, and I will just like hold space to basically rewind time and see what's kind of happening. And Dante explored the bookstore. We can level him up. Yeah. When we level up the agent, we get this piece of his story. So no morals, no law, no scruples. So he kind of tells us about his background, how he became an agent of the machine. Okay.
And there is no music in the background?
No, there is only this like spooky, the ambient sounds.
Yes, no ambient environmentals.
Yeah. I will drop this card into this location. And as you can see, to level up this location, we'll need those eyeballs. The messages started to being spread, but first we need to kind of put in the eyeballs or extraction thingy. I don't know what it is in here, and we have to assign the agent to it. So Dante will extract the eyeballs. I don't want to know how he's doing that. So we're speeding up the time. Oh, and look, the fear is spreading, and because the fear is spreading, we can put in here the Oleum factor, because this city is already within our influence, so we can start extracting Oleum in here. We'll be getting some fuel for our fear machine, and we get a ticket that basically allows us to take a card and use it. Oh, this card looks cool. Basically, agent gets strength in extracting resources, and exploration is getting worse, but I like extracting resources, so I will apply it to Dante. And here we have eyeballs. So let's speed it up again. Dante finished exploring this little city. And again, we have this pesky little positive card in here that kind of decreases the fear. Voluntary work for elders. So children are helping elders around here. We have to kind of do something about this. What we can do is kind of take this card, spend some resources on it in order to kind of twist it into something vile and negative. So in order to do so, we need hearts, and we need candles. And I will tell Dante, yeah, Dante, go, go, go. Take some hearts. So, as you can see, the gameplay is kind of like a solitaire. It reminds me of solitaire, you know? You kind of take the cards, put them into the slots, and you kind of try to evolve them to basically get as much fear around town as you can spread. We need 3 hearts, so we can upgrade this one. It kind of weakens this card, but it hasn't been flipped yet. So we need another place. So we're gonna be exploring.
I don't know, it kind of feels like Fox News or something like this.
Yeah, exactly. This is
Yeah.
like I really like this game basically because like it kind of take
Mimics
this.
24 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
News cycle,
Exactly.
With
It ca-
scripted shit, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of takes the concept of like you can like look at those cards that we kind of have in our decks. Subliminal messages, music. So basically, there are some strange messages in music. You know, slaves to their stomachs. Basically, the satanic panic and stuff like this.
Yeah.
The topics that kind of media use to frighten people and increase their engagement. We're kind of doing this. This is the game that basically uses this idea, kind of tells this story of those corrupt people that kind of. This is why I kind of like it. It's pretty neat and pretty funny. So yeah, finished up, got those 3 candles, and now I can take this card and we can kind of flip it on its head. So the fake accident victim. Let us see, ma'am. It's an emergency. I will just put the Dante in here to basically extract some more eyeballs so I can evolve the death thingy. Yes, we got some eyeballs. We can take this. So fake accident victim. Let us see, ma'am. It's an emergency. Plastic, ritual, liquid, gold, elderly, luminous, money, skin, geology, screen, deception, sharp weapon. I don't know. Deception? Yeah, deception. Yeah, we got it proper. Let us in! We were just in a car crash. Yeah, and they have a knife. We're exploring, and now we're exploring death. So I will go, this time I will go with soul, because death is kind of harvesting our soul. We're evolving this card again. Do you have unfinished business? Another, you know.
And if you choose the wrong word, does it lock the slot, or you can?
Basically, the
Try
card
again,
works worse. The card is still, it doesn't stop evolving, but it will like generate less fear. Oh, and now we've reached the first threshold in this area. This area wasn't afraid of occult and power. So, but the fear level kind of rose. We can now unlock one of those paths. So we will unlock the occult and look. Oh, look how the fear grew, and now it grows and grows and grows. Look, we've got another reward from the machine. It's a ticket, and this is Jane. Jane is what is pretty cool. This is a little spoiler. Jane actually was a hero of the previous story, you know, of the previous chapter. You actually played Jane, and Jane had like, just like Jimmy right now here, she was like commanding the machine, and she was trying to kind of, you know, become the like super successful CEO of the pharmaceutical company. And afterwards she kind of failed, and the machine kind of got her as her slave. So Jane here doesn't have this card because of that, because we already know her story, but we can use her to do some cool stuff. For example, she can extract some eyeballs for us. Yeah! More eyeballs! We want to fail this one, yeah? I said we're gonna fail this one to basically show you what's happening.
We don't need to. You can. Just
Nah,
say,
we can fail this one, Vitek. You wanted me to fail? I will fail. No one's better than me at failing. I'm a programmer, so I failed pretty gracefully. So yeah, I failed. We get some information, but the card isn't as powerful as it could have been. Oh, we have another card. So now we can, I like this card again, because this card kind of allows you to basically make your agents stronger and stronger. So I will take this, and Dante already has like 9 points at extraction, resource extraction. Basically every point of extraction decreases the amount of days he's spending extracting by 1. This game, besides us like spreading the information, also has like different agents. Here, one of those agents kind of starts to appear at the edge of the screen. So when they kind of They also put cards in those slots, but before they do, they will get some advance warning. So this thing will decrease the advance warning for the actions of for people that are trying basically to stop us. So we will basically maybe go here and we'll extract some science. This is Brigade 117 of the Free Army of the Children of M speaking to you. Your activity has just been detected. In the name of my loot and as per the security protocol, the machine and its influence will be neutralized. End of communication. So basically those guys are some kind of secret organization that's fighting the machine, from what I understand. I haven't kind of reached the conclusion, the arc that kind of explains who they exactly are. How do you like it, Victor? What do you think about this game?
Yeah, I like graphic style, I like UI, I like the theme.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
But it feels a bit slow, to be honest. And maybe it's because of music and I'm just...
You think the lack of music is the problem? I think it's like, it feels slightly not interactive enough. I feel like, okay, I assigned those things, but things are kind of happening without me involving them too much, you know? I just put in the cards and they kind of do their work.
Is there any randomness in cards?
No. There is no randomness. Basically, the cards are pre-assigned at the beginning of each kind of mission, and you kind of need to allocate them properly to the proper slots.
It sounds more like board game than...
Yeah, it's as I said, it's like a single-player board game from my perspective. It's like a solitaire. This is kind of why I compared it to it. Cool-looking, story-driven solitaire, I would say.
No, I like this kind of casual games that are going this way and...
Yeah, but like, look,
some
this is kind of like, the mechanics, the game is kind of casual, and the art style is kind of like a comic book driven, but the story is pretty, like snuff movies, yeah? So now there's an urban legend, we converted this look at the camera, funny thing into something horrible with that people are trying to, record some snuff movies with some victims probably.
The biggest problem for me is that I don't feel any tension in here. And I think that's because there is no music, but I'm not sure.
I feel the gameplay. I feel like the gameplay doesn't have too much tension too. Like you can pause the game at any time. There is no kind of pressure. You can go sip some tea, chill out, and come back later and like do some moves, come back, and it's like those kind of games are also cool. But the theme isn't kind of about that. The theme is about like suspicion. The theme of this game is about fear, and there is some kind of like lack of alignment between the gameplay and the story of this game. I love the art style. The art style is super cool. This game is basically a UI game, but it doesn't feel like you're just like clicking through UI. It feels more alive. It actually feels like you are sending the agents.
There was card game Illuminati. Do you remember it maybe? Or
no, haven't played it. What is it about?
It feels like this game is about taking control over the world. So yeah, you're one of the Illuminatis and you're trying to take over the world by planting some meds and creating TV stations and stuff like this. But it looks kind of similar.
Kind of similar to this thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, and look, we can go here. We can neutralize this event. Yeah, they run away now. So we need to wait a little bit longer. So yeah, his story was he was kind of his psychopath child born into a very rich family, and his family was trying to medicate him with electroshocks. Pretty gruesome stuff.
But real.
But real, yeah. So extract our candles, and we'll go in here. And from what I understand, in order to kind of counteract this one, I also need those globes. And those globes, I can just install them in here and start extracting them. Yeah, we're getting this. Pretty cool. Let's corrupt this animalist to the rescue. We can just corrupt them. Oh, our snuff movies has just evolved. Let's go with the leather. Oh, they kidnap people and they murder them on camera. Yeah, this is what this film is about. Cosmic? Let's use Cosmic. What happens in here? Yeah. No internet, let's get out of here by car. No gas, we'll hide out home. Dante, you're extracting stuff too fast. Man, you have to slow down. I don't know, let's go here. And let's go kitchen. Sounds like connected to food. we're kind of on the right track. Pounds of sugar keeps you from thinking. And this is the last district we kind of have to corrupt. We get some of those. We can pet poisoners, so someone who is poisoning our little pupils. Let's send some information. Yeah. Everyone's buying the life insurances now. You sometimes get this in this location. Extraction gives you more resources.
Yeah.
I feel like this game also has like problem with the ending. Like I feel like at the beginning when you're starting, stuff are kind of every move you're making is very consequential, because if you make a mistake, it will cost you like a lot of time later on. So in the later stage of the game, it's like either you've made those mistakes at the beginning of the game and you're screwed, or you haven't made those mistakes and the game is pretty easy, you know? So there's a kind of like imbalance that the ending is kind of the mission ending is kind of very dependent on what you've done at the start. So I feel like it's less exciting, at least for me, as I play it. I feel like I'm just going through the motions, you know?
I mean, I like everything about this game except for the fact that I don't really want to play it.
Exactly what I'm saying. It's like, this game is super cool looking. It's extremely cool looking. The concept is very interesting that you're spreading those messages, but like the gameplay is absolutely disconnected from what is kind of happening. You know, we're like corrupting the soul of society, and the gameplay is kind of casual and chill and separated from any tension.
Yeah, that lack of tension is kind of a deal breaker for me. But there was that Citizen Sleeper, which is also kind of a board game.
Yeah.
But I wanted to play it, and I felt great while playing it, even though it's a very casual and so slow-paced game.
Yeah, because this is kind of similar to Citizen Sleeper, if you think about it. Yeah, where you have those agents. In Citizen Sleeper, you were the agent, and you kind of had to decide what you're gonna do. And I think there was tension in Citizen Sleeper. You know, this machine you were playing kind of needed to inject itself with this juice to basically keep working.
Some bounty hunters were looking for you, and there were other events that were making you kind of anxious.
Yeah, those events kind of made you, will I be able to afford to buy myself another shot of those juices, or will I basically starve to death? Will this headhunter basically find me and kill me, or will I be able to kind of do something before he gets in here? There was some like tension.
And you had to plan your moves a couple of steps ahead, because
but like
just counted, you know.
Here you also have to plan your moves.
I don't know, maybe you should try hard mode, or I don't know.
No, I'm playing it was only normal mode, and like I haven't seen the hard mode yet. Maybe when I finish the third campaigning, because I'm playing the third campaigning, when I finish it, I will be able to, do something about it. More hearts. Pom, 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 pom. Or the snuff movies that are kidnapping people. Yeah! Oh, we can go like moist hypnosis. They are hypnotizing our children with their music, satanic music! Okay, and now we have, this is gonna be like quick. So we can go with this. You can see how much fear we kind of already spread it.
Can you lose?
Yeah, because as I said, I can lose, because with the longer it takes me, the more oleum I'm burning every turn,
What's the outcome of losing? It's just game over,
you just repeat the mission.
Okay.
Now we're kind of waiting until the fear kind of reaches the, oh my god, we have no fear of death. You see, I screwed up this mission, Vitek. We will lose.
You see?
I wasn't paying attention, man. I should have waited. Usually I wait for the,
So it's kind of precise, yeah? It's not like you can fuck around and find out.
Yeah, because look, this is the situation I was talking about. Look, I've already sent 2 signals.
I understand, but something that I don't like, I encountered this in Gloomhaven, when you need to min-max to play it exactly the way the designer intended.
No, it's not like exactly the way the designer intended, but I kind of force myself into a dead end. I can swap those 2 places out. I need to put oleum in here, because I'm kind of running low on... Oh, you see, I left.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is kind of what I was saying, that the kind of, if you screw up at the beginning, not much you can do. You're just like going through the motions, and it kind of leads to your downfall. The cool thing about this is it's worth playing this game for those stories. They are pretty cool. This guy is like a very, shaky hand, addicted salesman. This woman is like a fearless, cruel, brutal CEO that is selling some devious drugs in order to progress her career. And this guy is like this preacher. He's a TV evangelist that is kind of trying to spread fear in, like the cool thing also is that you can kind of, you see all the cards you've kind of encountered during your play are kind of put into this book that you can look through, which is also pretty cool. I know we've been like slightly critical about some parts of this game.
Only gameplay.
Only gameplay, yeah, but like
everything else is top notch.
Yeah,
But
everything
gameplay
else
just doesn't work for me.
Yeah, we know each other with Vitek for a very long time, and we've been like making games for a very long time. So this is kind of what we do. We kind of take those strange little games that maybe not everyone have played, and we're kind of playing through them and like trying to see what works and what doesn't work, to kind of incorporate things that work into our games and avoid the pitfalls in our games as well. So for example, I kind of chose this game because the art style, the comic book art style, which is like top-notch in this thing, and those animated little comic books are super awesome. And because our game, Hank Drumming from Dry Land, that we're making is also very comic book inspired, so it was kind of a natural thing that I wanted to follow up. I wanted to check this thing out, basically see how they kind of played around with this aesthetics. And yeah, this is a really cool game. As I said, this game is called The Fabulous Fear Machine, and if you want to check it out, we will leave the link to it in a description of whatever this thing's gonna end up being. Yeah, Vitek?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks Vitek for like doing this.
Thanks for inviting me.